Good morning. I'm Miss Johnson.
I'm Miss Rodriguez.
And today we are teaching a lesson all about steady beat and musculature. All right.
All right, we're going to start with our warm-up. You're doing it to the steady beat. We start with speed walking when the music starts. Are you ready?
To the steady beat. Let's find that steady beat.
Listen for the steady beat. You all know this song. Speed walking, the music's
walk
on.
to the beat.
Come back.
To the steady beat. Find that steady beat. Second grade. We got to pause. What does our S in our behavior matrix stand for again?
Do we ever jump on the stage and jump on the wall?
No.
No. Let's try again. Let's be better. Okay?
I'm looking to see who has the safest
Samir,
body, and
wait
I will be
for
giving
the
out
music.
points as we go. Who has the safest?
Wait for the music. All right, now you're skipping to the steady
Skipping to the beat.
Skipping.
Oh, much better being safe. I'm giving points to the people who are being the
Good
safest.
job.
Good job.
Much better. All right, now we are galloping to the steady beat.
Ooh, galloping to the steady beat.
Galloping. Go.
Oh, nice galloping.
All right, now you are going to jump to the steady beat.
Ooh.
Remember when we're jumping, our feet stay together, they're glued together, and we jump with both feet. Ready? Jumping. Good job, Adonis.
Good job jumping to the beat, Ajira. Nice jumping to the beat.
Keep going, you got it.
Keep going, you got it.
Good job, Rachel. All right, once you are back, you are tiptoeing to the steady beat. Tiptoe. 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 Walking. Tiptoe.
Tiptoe, steady beat. Find that beat, find that beat. I see some people who are going too fast. Nice job, Jamia. I see you tiptoeing to the beat.
No, you cannot run that.
Find
That
beat,
was
find
never
that
the
beat.
direction. Nope. All right, if you're on the floor, you need to stand up on your feet. Thank you. If you can hear me, touch your head. If you can hear me, touch your nose. If you can hear me, touch your shoulders. If you can hear me, touch your ears. All right, if you are in Miss Flint's class, you are going to walk to your sit spot. If you are in Miss Flint's class, you are going to walk to your sit spot.
Come make a line right here. Walking feet, please. Walking feet, and follow me. All right, follow me.
Wait, you're supposed to be a number order.
Come on, it's okay. We don't need to be in number order today, just for this. All right, we're gonna come sit here and we're gonna listen really quick, and then we'll explain what we're doing. All right, go ahead and have a seat and face Miss Rodriguez. Good job.
All right, good job. So we are doing a music and PE lesson. That's why Miss Johnson's in here, and it's so cool, right? So today we're going to talk about muscular endurance and steady beat. So we're going to have two different stations. One is going to be where we're using basketballs and our muscular endurance. Do you remember what muscular endurance means? Desmond, what is muscular endurance?
Muscular endurance is your biceps.
Okay, not only our biceps, are all of our what? All of our muscles doing something for a
Long time.
without getting
Tired.
good job. And steady beat, what is a steady beat?
Steady beat is the what of the music?
A beat of your heart.
Wait, oh, hold on, let me get a raised hand. It's the what of the music?
Your heart.
It's the heartbeat of the music. That's right. It's the feeling, that pulse in the music that we like to move to, dance to, groove to, right? Who has an idea, how steady beat and movement might be related? Who can give me an example? What is maybe a movement you could do to the steady beat? Let's see, Jamarius. Jumping jacks. We could do
that's a
jumping
really
jacks
good
to the steady
one.
beat. I love that. I love that.
Really, really good one.
What is another movement that you think we could do to the steady beat? Let me see. Kayvon. Push-ups. Oh, we could maybe do some push-ups to the steady beat. That might be hard. Oh, we could stretch to the steady beat. I love that. I love that. All right, we'll take like one more. Dalen, what's another one we could do? Sit-ups to the steady beat. I love it. I love it. That's right. That's right. Good job.
All right. So,
All right.
sit-ups are hard, yeah. All right, so Miss Johnson and I are going to split you into 2 different stations, and she's going to do a steady beat station, and I'm going to do a steady beat station, okay? If you're with Miss Johnson, you're going to be listening for her directions because you're going to jump through some hula hoops. If you're with me, we're going to get to play with some basketball, okay? All right. So, let's do Miss Hobbs' class. You'll be with Miss Johnson first. So all you have to do is turn your body and listen.
Yep,
for
just
Miss.
turn your body and face me.
Okay. All right, Miss Flint's class. We are going to do a game. We're going to listen to the same steady beat as Miss Johnson's group. Okay? We're going to have basketballs. I think we're going to do partners. Okay? With our partners, we're going to listen for the first beat. Okay? So we're going to bounce. Yes, we're going to bounce it at the first beat. Okay? We're going to bounce it at the first.
First of all, we have our rhythm right up here. Can you guys read our rhythm on tas and TTs with me? 1, 2, here we go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Oop, Miss Johnson clicked the thing. Hold on, let's go back. That's right. All right, so everybody, let's try it again. 1, 2, here we go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Now, we can play that rhythm. We can say it, we can play it, we can do all sorts of things. We can also do some movements to help us. We can clap that rhythm or pat that rhythm. So let's pat that rhythm together. You guys ready? 1, 2, here we go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Very nice job. We can also, oh, I love that. That's a great one. That's great. So we could go pat, pat, clap, clap, pat. We can also do some movements to help us with that. We could do ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. What do you guys think? Try that with me? Ready, go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Nice job. Can anybody else think of another movement we can do for that little rhythm? Let's see, Desmond. Okay, yeah, ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. I like that. Let's try that together. Ready, go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Very nice. Go ahead and stand up without talking. All right. We can also do some bigger movements. We can stomp the rhythm. Let's try that. Ready? We're just going to stomp it. We're going to go ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Oh, nice job. What about hopping it? Do you think we can hop to that rhythm? All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta.
What beat are we bouncing it on? The first beat. Remember, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Okay? All right, we're going to start when they start.
1, 2, ready, go.
Bounce.
Ta,
1, 2,
ta,
3,
ti, ti,
4.
ta. Good. Now our
1,
next group. Ready?
2, 3,
Ready,
4.
go.
1, 2,
Ta,
3,
ti, ti, ta.
4.
Nice.
1,
2, ready, go.
1,
Ta,
2,
ti, ti, ta.
1,
2, ready, go.
1, 2,
Ta, ti, ti, ta. Nice. Ta, ta, T, T, ta. Good. 1, 2. Here we go. Ta, ta, T, T, ta. Oh, okay, Desmond. 1, 2. Here we go. Ta, ta, T, T, ta. Good. 1. Oh, we're back at the beginning. Here we go. Ta, ta, T, T, ta. Good job, you guys. Good job. All right, Miss Hobbs' class, freeze.
All right, so you had to listen for the beat, right? All right, let me see. No. If you have a basketball, stand up and come put it back in this yellow bag.
Let me see. Who else can think of another movement pattern? What can we do? What do you think, Araya? Ta. Good, but to our rhythm, okay? So ta, ta, you want to do T, T, ta. Oh, I like that. That was a nice little pattern there. All right, Desmond, you already gave me one, buddy. Do you have another one, buddy? All right, let me see it. Okay, using the floor for a little percussion. I love that. Carson, let's hear yours. Oh, we got to do our rhythm, though. Ready? Ta, ta, T, T, ta. Right? All right, good.
All right, Carson, turn your body so you can see me. Thank you. All right, so for this station, we get to use basketballs, okay? We're gonna use our basketball for our muscular endurance because when we dribble over and over and over and over again, we're using our muscles, but we can use it for a long time without it getting what? Tired. Good job. So we're gonna go with, what kind of beat is this? Araya, what kind of beat is this? Good job. So when we bounce our basketball, we're gonna just bounce it on the first ta. Then we're gonna go 2, 3, 4, bounce. 2, 3, 4, bounce. Okay? Anybody wanna try it? Orlando, try it first. Ready? Bounce. 2, just ready. Wait, Orlando, wait. Bounce. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, bounce. 2, 3, 4, bounce. Good job. All right, so we're gonna have partners. And did you see how Orlando passed it to me? You can pass it like that when you bounce it to your partner.
Ooh, let's go ahead, put your feet on the floor and say glue, glue. Stand up. All right, stand up.
Can you help me, Miss Jones?
Yeah, I got you.
Because I didn't broke my leg last.
Stand up, stand up. All right, let's go ahead. We could stomp our rhythm like this. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Try that with me, ready? Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Very nice. We could hop to the rhythm. Let's try that. Ready, go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Very nice. Who can think of another movement we could do to that rhythm? Let me see, Rainice, what's another movement we could do to that rhythm?
Skip.
Oh, we could skip. Let's try it. Let's try it. You ready? Here we go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Yeah, that was a little trickier. I liked it, Rainice. Good. All right, what's another one we could do, Jamarius?
Hand motion.
Oh, hand motions. What hand motions could we do? Let's see. Oh, like some stretches. Okay, so we gotta get the TT in there, okay? So let's try that. We can go ta, ta, ti, ti, ta, right? All right, what's another thing we could do? Oh, very fast. I love it. What's another one we could do? Oh, jumping jacks to the beat, to the rhythm. Let's try that. Ready? Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Good job, you guys. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna do a little hula hoop activity. So we're gonna do, it's kind of like hopscotch. Somebody said that earlier. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna hop in the hula hoops to that rhythm, okay? I need eyes on me. Thank you. So we're gonna go like this. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. All right, so I need Jeremiah, line up right here. Wayne, you can line up right there. All right, and I'm gonna tell you whose line to go in.
3, 4, bounce. 2, 3, 4, bounce. 2, 3, 4, bounce. 2, 3, 4, bounce. All right, hold your basketball.
1, 2, ready, go. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Ta, ta, ti, ti, ta. Basketball down. Wait, hold on, I'll count you back in, Go. Ta, ta, T, T, ta. Again, ta. Ta, T, T, ta. Ta, ta, T, T, ta. Again, ta. Ta, T, T, ta. Ta, ta, T, T, ta. Good, that was a little fast, Dalen. All right, y'all go back. We'll do a couple more rounds.
Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Bounce. 2, 3, 4. Bounce. All right, freeze. Hold your basketballs. Joshua, hold your basketball. So, Desmond, it's my turn. Thank you. All right. So, who can tell me how music and movement go together? How did we show that music and movement go together today? Jacob, how did we show that music and movement go together?
Like, use the rhythm beats with gym things.
With gym equipment. What equipment did we use to show that? Jamia? What equipment did we use? Basketballs. What else did we use? Jamarius? Hula hoops.
All right, good. And so we said, what is it that we move to in the music? What are we moving to in the music?
Steady beat.
The steady beat. That's right, that steady beat. That is that pulse that we move to and dance to. All right, good job today, you guys.
Thanks for joining our PE and music lesson about muscular endurance and steady beat.
Go, go,